Have you ever imagined that something as simple as wearing jeans, eating ice cream, or even walking down the street on a Sunday could get you thrown in jail? As crazy as it sounds, there were times in history when perfectly normal actions were considered crimes. Yes, the past is full of absurd and bizarre laws that make us wonder, how was this ever real? The most shocking part is that people were fined, punished, or even imprisoned for doing things we now consider completely ordinary. In this video, we're going to reveal 10 everyday things that used to be illegal somewhere in the world. Get ready to be surprised, laugh nervously, and maybe even get a little angry, because history is packed with rules that make absolutely no sense, but help shape the world we live in today. And before we begin, tell us in the comments, what's the weirdest law you've ever heard of? Also, if you love strange and curious content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and give this video a like, because we bring you the kind of stories nobody talks about, but everyone wants to hear. Let's dive in. 1. Ice cream banned on Sundays, United States. Believe it or not, in the 19th century, eating ice cream on Sundays was illegal in many parts of the United States. The reason? Religious restrictions. Sunday was considered a sacred day, and indulging in pleasures like ice cream was viewed as sinful. To get around the ban, some vendors began serving ice cream with fruit syrup instead of chilling it, giving birth to the sundae as we know it today. Yes, one of the world's most popular desserts started out as a legal loophole. 2. Women wearing pants, France. If you're a woman wearing pants right now, you'd be considered a criminal in 19th century France. A law from 1800 made it illegal for women to wear trousers unless they had special permission from the police. The law technically remained in place until 2013. That's right. It wasn't until the 21st century that France officially repealed this outdated and sexist law. 3. Playing dice or cards, England. During the reign of Henry VIII, games like dice and cards were banned unless you were part of the upper class. The official reason? Moral concern. These games were seen as distractions that led to laziness and sin. In truth, it was more about control, keeping entertainment exclusive to the wealthy. If a commoner was caught playing, they could lose their possessions, or even their freedom. 4. Eating meat during Lent, medieval Europe. In the Middle Ages, eating meat during Lent could literally get you executed. The Catholic Church had strict control over people's diets, and breaking religious fasting rules was considered both a spiritual and civil offense. Those who violated the ban risked fines, imprisonment, or being burned at the stake for heresy. 5. Being left-handed, many countries. For centuries, being left-handed was viewed as a sign of evil or moral deviance. In Victorian England, left-handed students were forced to write with their right hand. Resisting this could lead to punishment or even expulsion. In some cultures, using the wrong hand was enough to label someone as cursed or criminal. 6. Wearing high heels, ancient Greece and 17th century England. High heels were once considered tools of deception. In ancient Greece and later in 17th century England, women who wore high heels could be accused of witchcraft or fraud, especially if their height fooled a man into marrying them. That's not a joke. There were laws allowing men to annul their marriage if their wife turned out to be shorter than she appeared in heels. 7. Owning a black cat, medieval Europe. In the Middle Ages, black cats were thought to be demonic. Owning one could get you accused of witchcraft. In many European villages, being caught with a black cat was enough to send you, and the animal, to the flames of a public execution. Today, they're considered lucky in some cultures. But back then, they could cost you your life. 8. Interracial marriage, United States. Until 1967, interracial marriage was illegal in many U.S. states. The so-called racial purity laws were enforced harshly, and couples of different races could be arrested or forced to flee their communities. These laws only began to be overturned during the civil rights movement, and even then, the resistance was strong. It feels like ancient history, but this happened just a few decades ago. 9. Kissing in public, United States, and other countries. In cities like Indiana, kissing in public was once a crime. Even in New York, public kissing was banned until the early 20th century. A couple caught showing affection could be fined. And it wasn't just in the US, in some countries, this ban still exists today. A simple kiss can still get you detained, deported, or imprisoned depending on where you are. 10. Being shirtless. Even at home, ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, men were legally required to remain clothed even in their own homes. Walking around shirtless was considered indecent and disrespectful. Soldiers, too, had to wear full tunics regardless of how hot it was. Public nudity was harshly punished, even when it involved the upper class. Conclusion: when absurdity was the law. So, how many of these crimes have you committed without even knowing? Imagine living in a world where eating ice cream is criminal, pants are banned, and using your left hand is evil. These laws prove that humanity has made countless mistakes trying to control behavior, often under the illusion of morality or order. Now tell us, which of these laws shocked you the most? Drop your answer in the comments, because your voice is part of this video too. And if you love discovering strange historical facts like this one, be sure to like the video, share it with someone who needs to see this, and subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing stories every week. See you in the next one. And maybe think twice before grabbing that sundae ice cream. You never know what forgotten law might still be out there.